Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone is well and safe. Today I'm sharing the recipe of Gola kebab, or what I used to call doi kebab. It is basically minced meat kebabs which can either be served on their own or as a curry. So I'll be sharing both the ways here with you. Traditionally, the kebabs are made using red meat, but you can use chicken meat if you like. But I will be using beef mince. So here I have half a kg beef mince. I should be able to make 18 to 20 kebabs out of that. Then I have a tablespoon of ginger paste, tablespoon of green chili paste, tablespoon of garlic paste, and a tablespoon of raw papaya paste. Raw papaya gives the kebab its softness and tenderness on the inside, but if you don't have it, you can drop it because the meat has enough fat to make it soft inside in the first place. Then I have a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of ginger powder, teaspoon of red chili powder, teaspoon of cumin seed powder, teaspoon of red chili flakes, teaspoon of garam masala, and a teaspoon of coriander powder. So these are all a teaspoon each, but can be adjusted according to taste, especially the spices and the salt. Then I have half a teaspoon of coconut powder and half a teaspoon of Carom seeds, or what we call ajwain in Urdu. So that's half a teaspoon each of that. Then I have a tablespoon of roasted Garam powder, or what we call kale, bhune, chane in Urdu, and half a tablespoon of cornstarch or corn flour. These are the binding agents for the kebabs. Then I have a tablespoon of yogurt, and I have drained off any excess liquid from that. And then I have a cup of fried onions. So these are the ingredients that are basically needed to make the kebab if we were to make just the kebabs without the curry. But if you wanted to go a step further and you wanted to put the kebabs in a curry form, today I will show you how to make a basic curry paste. And this curry paste is not just for the kebabs. You can put anything else, a chicken or any veg you wanted to cook. So a basic curry paste requires onions, garlic, tomatoes, and green chillies. So those are the veg. And for spices, I have got cumin seed powder, coriander seed powder, red chili powder, salt, and garam masala. Again, they go according to taste, but I'll be using a teaspoon of each. Okay, let's begin. So first we're going to make the kebabs, and I've got all the ingredients of the kebabs I showed you earlier, and I've got my chopper, and I'll put all those ingredients in the chopper regardless of the order. And then I'm going to mix them well together and chop them for a few minutes, say about 3 to 4 minutes, until I get a smooth velvety texture, which is slightly sticky, and I'm able to shape my kebabs out of it. To shape my kebabs, I'm using a wooden spoon with a round back, and I've got a bit of oil. I'm going to oil my hand slightly, and I've also put oil around the back of the spoon. I'm going to take a bit of the kebab mixture in my hand, and I'm going to shape it in an elongated form around the back of the spoon, making sure I leave a hole in the center of the kebabs. The hole helps us to cook the kebabs evenly inside out. So here, all my kebabs are ready to be fried. Now I've taken a pan on a medium flame, and I have put a little bit of oil, enough just to grease the base of it. And then I'm going to put my kebabs gently in one by one, making sure I don't break them. And I'm not going to overload my pan because I need to be able to turn my kebabs around to cook them from all the sides. So I'm going to fry all my kebabs, take them out and set them aside. The kebabs are now ready. You can serve them at this point, or we can move a step forward and make a curry for that. So in a pot, I've got some oil on a medium flame, and I'm going to now fry my onions until they start to change color. Then I'll add my garlic paste, cook that for 2 to 3 minutes. Quantities are given below in the description box. Now I'm adding the green chilies, cook that for another 2 to 3 minutes before I add the tomatoes. Cook that about for 3 to 4 minutes before adding all the spices. Give that a good mix, then add a glass of water, and then I'm going to mix that up, cover it up, and let that cook for about 4 to 7 minutes, or until the tomatoes have cooked down. And I'm going to use the edge of my spoon to break down any larger pieces of tomato, and I'm going to cook that until all the water dries up and the oil separates. The curry base is now ready. I'm going to add my kebabs one at a time, making sure I don't put one kebab on top of the other. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water, just a sprinkle probably, and then I'm going to cover my pot, cook that for about 8 minutes. Halfway through that, I am going to uncover and give the kebabs a slight turn, and then cover it and let that simmer away. Serve them with chutney if you were serving the kebabs on their own, or if you were using it in the curry form, then use a paratha or a naan. Happy eating!